Hey guys, welcome back to the ExamRevision YouTube channel. My name is Ellen and today I'm going to be talking about how to decide what college course is best for you. I know it's still only early in the school year, but I know the open days for colleges are usually around November, December time, and I'm sure your teachers are talking about CAO and everything going on. I know some people are kind of set on what they want to do from a young age, but this video is for people who don't really know what they want to do and are trying to figure it out, and I hope these tips can help you out. I am personally in college at Trinity at the moment in my third year of computer science, so when I'm talking about things I'm probably going to be referencing that a little bit, so I just thought I would let you know. The first thing and most basic thing I'm going to be talking about is the college location. When you're trying to decide where you want to go and what you want to do, you first need to figure out kind of where you want to go. As in, do you want to go to college in Dublin, Galway, Limerick, Cork? There are so many places. This decision will also be influence whether you're going to move out for college, whether you're going to commute. You kind of need to figure those things out now, because you don't want to be putting, let's say, Galway courses down if you need to be able to commute, because accommodation is extremely expensive, let me tell you. So definitely, before you do anything, either talk to your parents, whether you're going to commute, whether you're going to live up. You need to decide where in the country you're going to go. By the way, I am talking about Ireland here. You can obviously go over to England, you can go to Scotland, wherever, but in terms right now, I'm talking about Ireland. The second thing you need to consider is entry requirements. Now you kind of need to think about this before you even decide what course you want to do, because obviously for some courses there's certain subjects you need, there's certain levels of each subject you need, because you can't be doing, let's say, ordinary level maths and decide you want to do the course I'm doing, computer science in Trinity, because you obviously don't have the entry requirements for that course. So take a pen and paper, write down what higher level subjects you do, what subjects you do, how many sciences you do. These can all be requirements for different universities. Some colleges in Dublin, I know, I'm not sure about the rest of the country, you do need to have another language, whether that be French or Spanish or whatever. You need to have another language just to get into the university, but definitely look into the college's policy for that, because it's different for every university. For my course, when I was first entering, I needed a H3 in higher level maths, like at least a H3. So again, that was something I needed to make sure I was getting and focusing on maths then a lot. So definitely keep all of these things in mind when researching courses and what you would like to do. Definitely check out their entry requirements, because usually a lot of them will have them. Especially sciencey courses, they will say you need at least 2 sciences or whatever, and it will let you know what science subjects there is, and some colleges might assume that home ec is a science or geography or something like that. So you could be able to get in there even if you aren't doing enough sciences, for example. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is think about what you actually like in school. Now, you might not like any subject in school in particular, and that is completely fine too. But for most of us, there usually is a subject or an area that we like in school. It could be languages, it could be science, whatever. And if you like those things, maybe a college course in those areas would be good for you, because above anything, you want to enjoy your college course. I won't be picking things just for the sake of it. If you can get 625, oh well, you may as well do the best course in the country. There's just no point in that. You have to choose something you like, because I will tell you right now, you will not be able to get through all of those years, because college is very different from school. From my perspective, my course is very, very intense, and if I didn't like what I was doing, there was no way I would be able to get through the years. And not even just mentally, having to do it because you don't want to. Actually, if you don't enjoy it, you won't be able to study and you will 100% fail. Failing in college is a lot more normal than failing in school. For me, I really liked science in school. I did biology, chemistry, and physics for my Leaving Cert. And although I did all of those things, I didn't really want to pursue a career, let's say, in any of those topics. I didn't really want to do medicine or work in a lab, and outside of school I really enjoyed programming and coding, so that's why I chose computer science. When I say think about what you like, it's not always just in school. Let's say outside of school you love fashion, or you love the environment, or you love sports. All of these things are what I'm talking about. If you love sports or sports science or fashion, you could go to NCAD in Dublin, the art college. There is so many options and so many courses. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is what are you good at? Now, before I talk about this, what you like is definitely by far more important. But usually what you're good at usually comes along with that, because if you like a subject, you're usually pretty good at it. And also, if you're good at that subject, maybe you need that subject for entry requirements and you will get the grade you need and be able to get into that course. So what you're good at is definitely important. It's a bit dodgy to choose just a random course that you've no idea what it's about. You kind of want to know, will you enjoy it and will you be able to do the work? Because in college, It is very different. Obviously my course is quite intense and not every course is like that. But you have to be good at somewhat of the material to be able to pick up all of that new material. And it is so different from school and, in my opinion, way more intense. So you kind of need to be good at it to get through all of your years of college. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is career pathways. So I know there is so many people out there like that would love to be a nurse or a doctor. These are just examples. There's a million pathways into everything. But if you want to be a nurse, let's say, and you really have your heart set on being a nurse, but you don't think you can get the points for it, PLCs are honestly amazing. Even people who don't have a clue what they want to do, doing a PLC for a year, you might end up figuring out what you like and what you don't like, and then you can choose a college course if that's what you want to do. And also if you want to go into a certain field but it is really high points, doing a PLC and then going in there after the PLC is amazing. There is so many people that do this. Like, I know so many. I know it might seem a little bit daunting doing a PLC and not just going straight into college, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I was 19 going into college, which was quite old, but I had people in my course who had come from a PLC that were younger than me. It's really not a big deal, and let me tell you, nobody is going to judge you for it. To be honest, actually, people will have a lot of respect for that. I certainly do when I hear someone has done a PLC to get into the course, because they obviously wanted that course hard enough that they did that. So I would highly recommend PLCs if that's what you think you need. For medicine, if you're really stuck on medicine and let's say you don't get the HPAT results that you really need, going into college course or doing a PLC or taking a year out is completely okay. Or you can do courses to get into medicine. I know you can do like human health and disease and then go into postgrad medicine. That's always an option. But what I'm saying is whatever career you want to get, even if you don't think you're smart enough to get into it, there is always a path to get in. Anyway, I really hope these tips help you guys out and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.
Also guys, be sure to check out the ExamRevision courses and bundles. If there's a subject that you are struggling in which you need for an entry requirement for your desired course, they have amazing courses on a majority of the Junior Cert and Leaving Cert subjects. So definitely go and check them out if you are struggling.